working with police in Miami to figure out if a local kidnapping victim is a missing girl from South Florida. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Stewart Moore.
And I'm Summer Knowles. Titusville police have now confirmed this new development in their investigation just a few hours ago.
WESH News' Kelly Rippon is live in Titusville this evening. And Kelly, what do we know so far about this missing girl?
Well, there is a chance that a missing 17-year-old from Miami could be the same girl seen being forced into an SUV here in Titusville early on Tuesday morning. We want to show you exactly how this connection has been made. Take a look at why Titusville police say there's an interest from both departments. So on the left, you'll see the composite the witness helped put together when police put out the Amber Alert. Then on the right, a picture of Dana Bellegarde, last seen on May 7th in Miami. Now, police in Titusville and people in Titusville have been on high alert since Tuesday when a mother and a daughter say they saw a girl forced into a gray SUV on Barna Avenue around 8 o'clock in the morning. Now, Titusville police say Dana Bellegarde's case came up very early in the investigation, but at first the witness didn't think it was her. Now the witness feels that it could have been. Now, I did reach out to the witness tonight. She did not want to go on camera with us, but she did say that she hopes that this girl is brought home safe and that their family will continue to do whatever they can to help. In Titusville, Kelly Rippon, WESH 2 News.
Also happening now, Orlando police need your help to find a woman who has not been seen in nearly a week. Today, OPD tweeted out this picture of Lisa Marie Banks. She was reported missing on Friday, May 11th, and was last seen in the Metro West area. Her sister says Banks abandoned her car and left her purse inside of her apartment before walking out. She's also said that Banks is not taking medication for a mental illness and could be in danger.
The rain may have stopped for some, which is good news for drivers tonight, depending on where you're going. Taking a live look at I-4 right outside of our studios. Much different picture from last night, but still plenty of wet roadways. So far, no reported flooding problems along the highways, but tomorrow, of course, could be different.
Deja vu. Chief Meteorologist Tony Mainolfi joins us now. And Tony, any difference coming our way?
Well, I think tomorrow afternoon we're going to be dealing with heavier downpours during the afternoon during the heart of rush hour. Today we got pushed off towards the west, and we're still getting a little bit of light rain, believe it or not, that is just now winding down over downtown Orlando. But look at the steady rain now right here into Brevard County. There's Mico, there's Kenansville, there's Melbourne, over towards Cocoa Beach. Steady rains, Fisk Boulevard, up towards Satellite Beach. Again, not a whole lot of thunder and lightning, maybe a couple of claps there, but not seeing a whole lot of lightning tonight. So just watch yourselves as you're driving around I-95, A1A, over towards the Pineda Causeway. Definitely wet here. The rain just about to come to an end over downtown Orlando. Give it another half hour, 45 minutes back towards Avalon Park, Bitlow and Wedgefield. This will shoot up towards the north and the east. Sanford, New Smyrna Beach, Daytona Beach, some light rain showers now. This all extending up towards Palm Coast. Rainfall today, just like yesterday. Very, very impressive, especially in Lake County. Howey and Hills, 4.5 inches of rain. Orange Grove, 3.5 inches of rain. Lake Eustis and Claremont, between 2.5 and 3 inches of rain. Plenty more rain on the way tomorrow afternoon. I'll time it out straight ahead.
Tony, thank you. Tonight, family and friends of Michael Dixon gathered into the land to remember the 22-year-old. Dixon was shot by a home invader last week. The grief-stricken group comforted one another by lighting candles and saying prayers. His mother says she jumped out of a house window after seeing a man with a gun. She tells us she is devastated but is thankful for the community's support.
It's amazing, all the love. It just means so much to me. The community come together like this, it's just so much love.
The land police say they believe Dixon was targeted. Investigators have yet to identify the shooter.
A warning tonight: if you have recently visited a BP gas station in Lake County, you will want to check your bank statements. Deputies are now looking into possible skimming activity that has been going on over the past month or so. Now, this is a picture of a card reader that was tampered with at a gas station off of County Road 44. Thieves use skimmers to swipe credit and debit card information, so deputies tell us that thieves are tough to catch and they want people to be proactive.
A lot of times they're at the older gas stations. I guess it's easier to manipulate the pumps. We ask that you use the pumps that are in view of the clerk, because that person has to set that up. So normally they use the pumps that are away from the clerk's eyes.
Detectives say the best way to avoid being scammed is paying inside or just paying with cash.
It's being billed as the new gateway between Lake and Orange counties. The Florida Department of Transportation is unveiling a plan to widen the turnpike. Lake County residents got a first look at the renderings of how the road will look. The project will actually double the capacity of the turnpike over a 6-mile stretch between State Road 50 and the Mineola interchange. The turnpike, which is State Road 91, will go from 4 to 8 lanes.
Lake Count is like one of the fastest in the region, and we see the houses getting built and the traffic numbers getting built, and the area is growing pretty well. So Turnpike is being proactive and accommodating the future needs.
The project is set to start sometime in 2020.
A Daytona Beach man accused of killing another man inside of a grocery store back in 2016 has now learned his fate. Today, a jury found Ricky Kelly guilty of first-degree murder for the shooting death of Bobby Willis. Police say it happened back in July of 2016 at the Friends Mart on MLK. Authorities say Kelly fired the first shot. As Willis fell to the ground, he grabbed his weapon and fired back, but died from his injuries. Kelly's sentencing is now set for June 20th. Meanwhile, one person is rushed to the hospital after a shooting at an apartment complex full of people in Titusville. This all happened this morning along Tree Lane at the Emerald Place Apartments in the city. So far, police have not identified the victim. All they've said is he's an adult male in serious condition. As police got to the scene, we're told they were able to narrowly shoot one apartment. They initially thought the gunman was still inside, so the SWAT team was called out, but no one was found and no one else was hurt.
Winter Park Police and FDLE are investigating after a Winter Park police officer shot a man. Now, this started around 9 o'clock last night on a street blocks away from Mead Garden. According to police, they answered a call about a woman screaming, and when they arrived at the duplex, police were confronted by a man armed with a gun. Winter Park Police say one of their officers then shot and hit that man.
And the two policemen, there was two by that time, and they came up to his door and knocked and said, "This is the Winter Park Police. Open up." And they said it about 3 times.
Police say the man has non-life-threatening injuries. No names have been released.
Some frightening moments for an 11-year-old girl in Volusia County who was home alone while her mother dropped off her siblings at school. That girl was laying on her bed playing a game when she saw someone cut the window screen and pull it off at her family home on Valencia Avenue near Ormond Beach. Investigators say the child saw strangers, 2 men just standing there. We spoke with that mother and her child, but are not showing their faces.
I looked at them and they just disappeared. It was scary, very scary. I was shaking to death almost.
I have nothing of value except for my kids in this house. That's it. And that's all that I worry about.
Sheriff's deputies responded and recovered sunglasses and other evidence that they hope identifies the suspects. The mother, who says she was gone for just 10 minutes, is, of course, grateful her child was not hurt.
Big change is ahead for people arrested for minor, nonviolent crimes in Orange and Osceola counties. State Attorney Aramis Ayala says that her office will soon begin recommending they pay no bail to get out of jail. The rules would be in effect for misdemeanors involving driver's license violations, small marijuana violations, and disorderly conduct. And instead of bail, the state will ask that the people facing those charges be released on their own recognizance.
What we're finding out is that the Orange County Jail was booking 800 to 900 people every single month on low-level misdemeanors.
State Attorney Ayala says being released on your own recognizance won't be allowed for anyone charged with crimes associated with domestic violence, stalking, firearms, and dangerous felonies. And even with the lesser crimes, judges will still have the final say on whether someone can get bond.
An Orange County man is in jail tonight accused of beating his 68-year-old stepfather. Deputies arrested 41-year-old David Kelly here after being called to the family's home in South Chase. Doctors found bruises on Kelly's stepfather, including one on his back that was shaped like a foot and another on his ribs. The stepfather is recovering in the hospital.
It's officially the start of Ramadan for Muslims across the world. Here in Central Florida, Muslims are welcoming their neighbors in for the celebration. Tonight, the Orlando chapter of American Muslims celebrated by sharing Ramadan dinner in Longwood. It's an interfaith event aimed to build community ties and teach the community about the Muslim faith. Ramadan is a month-long time of prayer, fast, and reflection for Muslims, and leaders say they are glad the community is looking to understand the culture.
We are one people, and that we have our own faith, and that we have so many common things that we need to build upon.
The crossroads. Remember?
Several elected officials, along with Jewish and Christian leaders, also attended that meal tonight. It is official. Gina Haspel will be the first female director of the CIA. The Senate confirmed her nomination this afternoon in a 54-44 vote. Her confirmation was reached because of yes votes from 6 Senate Democrats who are up for re-election, including Florida Senator Bill Nelson. Haspel has worked at the spy agency for 33 years. 32 of them were spent undercover. You can pretty much do everything online, from paying bills to shopping.
And that includes grocery shopping, of course. And now technology has made it so simple that groceries can be delivered right to your front door. Coming up next, we are trying out some of those popular grocery delivery apps and seeing if they live up to their convenience.
Life can be busy, and finding time to go grocery shopping and to the store can be a little difficult. Luckily, these days, you don't have to.
That's right. There are plenty of services that will actually do the legwork for you and deliver your groceries right to your front doorstep. WESH News' Michelle Imbrado puts them to the test.
Hey guys, come on in. Today we're going to be ordering some groceries online and having them delivered right here to my home. We're trying to see how good these delivery services really are. We're going to order from Shipt and Instacart. Here's what we're looking for: accuracy, timing, and deals. First, Shipt costs an annual fee of $99. Instacart is free, but offers a premium membership for unlimited free delivery on orders over $35, and that costs $149 a year. Both Shipt and Instacart mark up the price of products, so you're paying their prices, not the store's prices. We ordered the same thing from Publix through both services, including buy one, get one sales to make sure we'd get the deal advertised. Shipt automatically puts 2 items in your cart for BOGOs, but Instacart doesn't. You have to add 2 to get the deal. Here's the breakdown of receipts. For Shipt, our items cost $60.45, and it gave me the option to tip in dollars. So I picked 10, which is roughly 20%, for a grand total of $70.45. On Instacart, our items cost $55.20, which is $5.25 less than Shipt. But Instacart charges a service fee, sales tax, and for customers using the service for free, there is a delivery charge. And when it comes to tipping your driver, Instacart gave me options in percentages, so we tipped 20%, which is $11.04. Our total comes out to $69.96. Even though we tipped more on Instacart, the total is still less as of right now, but we'll get back to that. We just finished placing our order for all of our groceries, and we're having them delivered tomorrow, so now we wait. The next morning, both shoppers texted when they started shopping. Our Instacart shopper couldn't find 3 items, so he texted me similar options to replace them. Shipt got everything, and the driver even went to a second Publix to get cereal that the first store didn't have. Hi, how are you?
Is it your first time with us?
It is, thank you. Now, here's how they did. Both of our deliveries were on time. Instacart showed up minutes after the delivery window opened at 10 a.m. Shipt was there by 10:30. Their window was from 10 to 11. When it comes to accuracy and deals, Instacart made 3 substitutions comparable to what we ordered, but one cost a little bit more. And because Instacart tips in percentages when the order amount went up, so did the driver's tip. Shipt got everything at the prices advertised. And the grand total is Instacart cost $70.51 and Shipt $70.45, a 6-cent difference. We want to leave you with one last piece of information. I also went to Publix and bought the same things, and it cost me $50.43, about $20 less, because the products are cheaper in store, and I didn't have to tip anyone. Back to you.
You tip yourself, I'd go across the street. There you go. As the rainy season begins, areas across the state are taking the time now to prepare for lots of incoming water. Tony's shaking his head. In the Lake Worth Drainage District, they've installed $400 million worth of new technology that helps gauge water levels. Up until recently, someone had to physically go around to all the different canals to look at the water levels on a measuring stick, then decide whether or not to open those floodgates. Now technology does all of this for them in an instant.
Obviously, getting rid of as much water as we can, as quickly as we can, is one way to avoid flooding, and this system does that. You can set it like we set our thermostat.
Officials say the process takes a fraction of the time. That excess water, released by the floodgates, goes right into the ocean. We got a lot of excess water right now.
We sure do. Is it going to stop, Tony?
It is.
This is saying 40 days and 40 nights.
It's still raining.
The other thing we have to worry about is the mosquitoes and emptying out those containers. Just another byproduct of all the rain. But at least our lawns are good, and hopefully you're not like me picking mushrooms out of your yard because you got a puppy that wants to go eat them. You got to be careful.
You just got to kick them, Tony.
You do? Well,
not the dog, the mushrooms.
I'm glad you clarified that, too.
I don't want to get the emails.
Yeah, we got you back. I'm glad you got that in there. 75 degrees right now. Wind out of south-southeast at about 3 miles an hour. Look at all that moisture still coming up out of Cuba, the Florida Straits, and right here on the eastern side of the Florida Peninsula. I-95 still looking wet. Florida Turnpike still getting juiced. You got the rain coming in, and it's moving from the southwest to the northeast. Palm Bay, Melbourne, back towards Satellite Beach. Nice solid rain here. Cocoa Beach, Rockledge, Patrick Air Force Base, Cocoa Beach, Port St. John, all getting in on the drink tonight. This is all going to lift to the north and the east. No severe weather expected here. It's just a light to moderate rain. Sanford back towards Oak Hill, filling in here and moving off towards the north and the east. Again, just a light sprinkle to a light misty rain here up towards Palm Coast. Rainfall today, Spruce Creek, 1.85 inches of rain. Down towards Hunters Creek, 1.81. Palm Bay, 1.51. Before the rain has moved back in, we'll be adding up the new total here for you. And Seminole Woods, 1.41 inches of rain. So the models kind of shift the rain off to the north, trying to develop a couple more showers north of Flagler County. Overnight tonight, there will be a few showers up north, so I want you to check in with meteorologist Amy Sweezy out the door in the morning, and she'll be tracking just a few scattered showers. Temps outside in the low to the mid-70s right now. Most of us will see a little bit of sun by mid-morning, and then here we go again by the afternoon. Showers and thunderstorms developing, and they'll get a little bit heavy there by the afternoon. Upper 60s, low 70s, area wide out the door in the morning. We take a look at futurecasts. Again, a few sprinkles up north, a couple sprinkles along the coast in the morning. Check in with Amy. She'll give you the update on that. Again, look at these little pockets here of sunshine through that cloud deck. That's going to allow for the heating and the instability. And boy, I tell you what, just like clockwork. 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock, unfortunately, during the heart of rush hour. I-4, the 417, the beach line, and I-95 all going to be getting wet. Southwest winds again on Saturday early on, shifting off towards the south and east. Watch what happens by the afternoon. Here come those showers and storms with a definitive push now back towards the western side of the peninsula, such that Ocala back towards Rutland could get some pretty good rain by Saturday evening during the mid to late afternoon on into the evening hours. Now, there will be pockets of 2-3 inches of rain, but the majority of us will be in that half-inch to 1-inch rainfall category. Forecast highs for tomorrow, lower 80s at the beaches, mid-80s back towards the interior. Coming up in the next half hour, we're going to focus in on that weekend forecast. Rain chances just a little bit lower, but again, you'll be dodging those afternoon showers and storms. By the time we get to Wednesday and Thursday, definitively looks a little bit drier, and the payoff there, if you like the heat, you're going to like those 90s, 90, 91. Guys, over to you.
Okay, Tony, thank you for heating it up. Call it a happy homecoming. A woman overseas finally reunited with her best friend.
And it's all thanks to several organizations. Up next, we will tell you who all stepped in to help bring a woman's rescue dog back home.
WESH 2 News on CW18 Weather, sponsored by Toyota of Orlando and Toyota of Claremont.
Deployment, so she paid to fly her back home, and after months apart, they are finally back together.
Heather Lee has a tearful reunion.
Actually,
raising a puppy.
She managed to open the back door and then just jump through it when I was walking my other dog.
Is tough work.
She's always just like up in your business. That's the way she likes to be.
But Irby's story doesn't begin here in this apartment with Wes McKithern.
Good girl.
It starts on the other side of the world in Iraq with Wes's wife Tracy. Deployed there for a year, she found Irby hungry and looking for love. She couldn't leave her behind. It's why this reunion is so special.
Irby, hey! Do you remember me? Hi, do you remember me? Do you remember me?
It was supposed to happen months ago after paying a nonprofit dog rescue $1,000 to get Irby on a plane to the States. She got a little help from the German and Italian soldiers her unit was paired with, plus people she never met.
A complete stranger gave us $1,000, and I think it was around Christmas, so it was like a cute note like Merry Christmas or Happy New Year or something like that. It was amazing.
But on the day Irby was set to arrive, Tracy was packing her bags for Wisconsin, deployed for 2 months.
I was pretty sad. I mean, I mentioned to my husband quite a few times. I mean, you know, because I love the Army and I love what we do, and I love my OMS, but I was pretty sad.
It's been agonizing waiting to welcome Irby into the family.
Hi! Good to see you too.
The whole family.
Do you know you're gigantic? Do you know you're gigantic? You probably don't.
Oh, so cute. That was Heather Lee reporting. McHithern says none of this would have even been possible without the help from strangers and the friends she made in Iraq at her base.
As the summer sun beats down on Florida, a big yellow RV designed to diagnose and treat skin cancer will roam the streets. The Skin Cancer Foundation's mobile clinic visits Miami next month. The RV has 2 exam rooms where dermatologists will give free screenings and educate patients on how to protect themselves. Skin cancer is the most common form of cancer in the United States.
Ford will resume making its popular F-150 pickup truck starting tomorrow. Production was halted at 3 plants after a fire at a key supplier created a parts shortage. One assembly line will be cranking up starting tomorrow, 2 more on Monday. The F-150 is the best-selling vehicle in America. It accounts for nearly 30% of Ford sales.
If you think your iPhone accessories are expensive, the price of the new limited edition iPhone X Tesla case, it costs a whopping $4,500 or $4,800 if you want to add in the 256 gigs of storage. It includes a solar-powered case that attaches directly to your iPhone X. The case is made of carbon fiber and the panel is shock-resistant. The first one off the production line belongs to Tesla CEO Elon Musk. Offer rescinded.
The newly selected head of the local coalition will no longer be taking over. Coming up, the claim that she made that is now causing a national stir.
In a world with so many uncertainties, we need a place to go where we can take it all in and sort it all out fact by fact.